So let's make it so we can't finish the game until we have gone through all the checkpoints. So, oh, that's the wrong program. So let's go to race goal. So here's where we do that. That logic. First of all, we don't need to check if it's a car, so that's a bit dangerous. I'm just gonna cast it to a car. Like so, whoops. Check, it's a car. So then we want to check, okay, have you gone through all of the checkpoints? But to get to check that, we need to know how many checkpoints there are. So there's a few ways we could have done this. We could make a we could do something like this. We can make a U property. I'll make it a edit instance only. We could make a T array of checkpoints. Oops. Map check points. Could do that. Something like so. So now in the editor, uh-oh. Oh no, a race car is undefined. Whoops. Gotta make sure to include that. Cool. So now on the goalposts, we should have here. We have an array of map checkpoints, and in here we can add elements and we can fill this in with all the checkpoints that's in the level. Like so. So we can do that. Is it raining outside? Wait, I gotta check.
Why do you need to check if it's raining?
Ah, hell yeah.
Alright, sure.
So we can do this. First of all, I should also ask, are there any questions about what we did with the checkpoints and so on? Does it feel good? What we did?
Well, is there a better way of filling the list at runtime, like at the start maybe? So because just drag, okay, but you probably want to show that way.
Yeah, so we could miss one, for example. Like, let's say I make another one, and then all of a sudden, this won't match up anymore. So we will have a discrepancy, which might mean you can either cheat or maybe make it impossible to clear. So instead, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna fill this in on begin play to just contain all of the checkpoints that are in the level. Fuck, wrong program again. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is that whoa, sure, Jesus. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to on begin play. So let's override that. Oh my god. Like so. I will get all actor. That's in the world, I think. There's a function called get all actor. No? Get all actors. Oops. Of class. Oh, it's a gameplay statics. Okay, of course. So we'll do gameplay statics. Get all actors of class. So we gotta give a world context object. So we'll just do this. Then we gotta give it a subclass. So in here I will just give it a subclass of the race checkpoint, and that's all the actors is gonna give me. Race checkpoint static class. There we go. So now it's gonna be searching for all actors that are of type a race checkpoint or a derivative of that class, and then it's gonna give us an out array here. So I will just actually, yeah, we don't even need, honestly, this array here. Instead, I'm just gonna save how many there are, because that's actually all we need to know. So I'm just gonna save num checkpoints instead. So I'll just make a T array of actor pointers. Checkpoints. And I'll feed that into the function. Checkpoints. Like so. And then we just gotta include the checkpoints. So there. Well, I didn't include gameplay statics, so that at least... What? It fucking worked? What?
It's already included.
Oh, it is? Oh, amazing. Thank God.
Used it for the level stuff.
Oh, I did. Alright, cool. Alright, so now this actor array is going to be filled with all of the checkpoint actors in this level. Or rather, it's going to be all levels that are streamed in, which right now is just one level, but it's good to make that clear. So now we just gotta count how many there are and set this integer to be how many there are. So I'll just do num checkpoints is equal to checkpoints dot num. Whoops. So now we have a count of how many checkpoints there are in this level. So now we can check when the car goes through the goal. We can check that he has gone through all of the checkpoints. So we'll do checkpoint past checkpoints num is equal to num checkpoints. If it's not equal to, there we go. So if we have not passed all the checkpoints, then return. Let's see. Cool, compiled. So if I turn around and go through the goal, nothing happens. Great. So now if I make my merry way around the little track here, let's boost. The boost. Ah! You turn so fast when you boost. There we go. And now if I go through the goal, then hopefully, there we go. So now I actually finished the game. Because I actually
Can you go through the checkpoints, like the whole track backwards and still clear the lap?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Should be able to, I guess.
Whoops. Ah! God, it's so hard to control when you're boosting. See? And... yeah, it worked fine. So, Yeah, it doesn't care at all about the order you pick up the checkpoints. In fact, I can go like whichever order I want. I can go around here, and I missed one, so I just go up and grab that one. And go back down again. And I still win. Cool. So let's paint, let's draw in the HUD here, like on the player status bar. So let's actually paint out how many checkpoints we've been through. So I'm going to, in the blueprint here, in the player status, I'm going to split this widget into two. So I'm just gonna wrap that with a horizontal bar, horizontal box I mean. There we go. So now I can add one to the right of it. So I'm gonna add another text there to the right. Make that small. Maybe like 10. Yeah, that'll do. So let's align that to the right. I'll make it fill. So this widget will take up the rest of the space here. I'll make it fill. Align it to the right. I'll align it in the center. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So this is the slot alignment, not the text alignment. The text alignment actually doesn't do anything right now. Because the widget, the actual widget of the text is just as small as it can be. And this alignment here only makes a difference if the widget actually filled a bigger area. So if I make this like align fill horizontally and vertically, now you can see the text widget is actually quite big. It's filling up as much space as it can. So now the alignment does anything, or the justification rather on the text does anything. But if we make use the widgets just snugly fit in there, then that's all we need. So I'll put that there, and I'll call it, I don't know, lap text. No, not lap text. Oh, we need that as well, actually. If we want to have lap, we'll do it later. I'll do checkpoint text. Make it a variable. And then I'll make some function in the base class. So we'll do raise player status widgets. I'll just make a function that's called like set checkpoint num. So I call it checkpoint. Like so. And then I'm gonna override that in the blueprint. And set some default text. Let's just do 0 out of 8. So it looks something like that. Oh, well, okay. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done it while I was hot compiling. That was a bad idea. Let's stop. Okay, let's see. So I'll go back into the player status, and I will just add that to sets. Fuck did I call it? It's a checkpoint num. Yep. Actually, I call it, that's not a really good number. I'll do set checkpoints passed. There we go. That's a better name. Let's remove that. Because we're gonna have to set how many total checkpoints there are as well. What? It's fine. I need to restart again. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired of compiling. Can we do Unity last week?
Yes.
No, never.
Yes,
What-
please.
Just,
I'd
yes.
love to, but I would never learn this.
Let's see, play status.
We can do Unity on the weekends, right, boys?
Yeah, exactly. We
Yay.
forget during the weekends.
What if we
now-
made next game project in Unity and never told anyone? No.
It's like, no, it's Unreal. It's totally Unreal. I don't know
Yeah,
why it
but-
looks bad. I don't know. It's Unreal's bad.
Just start it up and it says made in Unity. Just
Yeah,
like,
ma-
no, disregard that.
It's like Unity student version. It's like I added that because it's fun.
No. We just crowdfund so that one person, so we get one pro license, and then we just make all the builds with that one pro license.
Oh, I was gonna say it was like you like hire someone in like India to like just port the games to you Unreal. Okay, let's say set checkpoints past. Okay, so with this number, well, okay, so we also need how many laps there are. Yeah, because it's hardcoded 8 now. Laps, checkpoints, how many checkpoints there are. It's hardcoded 8 now. So I'm gonna make that function as well. So we'll go into. So I'll just make another function. Set checkpoint. Let's do set total checkpoints num. There we go. Please don't crash. Please, yes, please don't crash. VBPs are like notoriously broken when it comes to like recompiling and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've just like when I'm working on the assignments that you give us, I don't hot compile at all.
Yeah, I mean, if I was working alone, I wouldn't hot compile either. I would just recompile.
It doesn't
Like the-
even take that much longer. It's not worth taking the risk.
It really
to-
doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, okay, fucking whatever. Let's
It
restart.
works mostly for me if I just close down the blueprint editor, but sometimes that doesn't work either. So
Yeah.
it's really
I mean, the
notorious.
fucky ones were. It's like where the problem I debugged yesterday or 2 days ago, where it was like the event wasn't called. You had to like add a blueprint binding for it to actually recognize the C++ binding. Those are the kind of bugs where it's like that's actually fucking I closed it down. What the fuck? I like double clicked to the left and it closed it down. What the fuck? That was weird. Guys, looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get to use Unity.
True.
Exactly.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend after all. Gotta get down on it.
Yeah, it is Friday.
It is
after all.
Friday,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is Friday.
It
Yeah.
is Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Yeah,
Wake up black.
it's what they say. My hand is a dolphin.
But is that the lyric?
No, it's.
I
it's-
know that reference.
Yeah.
Alright.
Party.
I don't get the reference.
No, it's because he makes when they're in the car, he does this, like
Oh.
someone's sitting like that, and then someone made I don't know, a parody of it, and then it's like, my hand is a dolphin! It's just fucking super stupid.
I used to remember. All I remember is like the girl looking like she's on gunpoint behind her, going like.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from
It's
Rebecca Black.
perfect.
True.
Okay, so we're just gonna. I'm gonna save this total checkpoint num. I'm gonna save this in the variable. So I'm just gonna right click and do promote to variable. It's a very good function thing. Something used to check point num. Like so. So then when they say sec, yeah, and I'll also update the text. So you know what, I will just no, you know what? Okay, fuck it. Let's see. Okay, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do something that I hate. So I'm just gonna promote this as well. So the past checkpoints. I'm gonna teach you something that I hate, but I need you guys need to know, because you should always know these sort of things. Something you can do with widgets in UMG and Slate is that you can have any property, or essentially any property, most of them, you can have as a binding. So here you can see I say bind. So I can either bind them to a property, so like past checkpoints, for example, which means I think that whenever past checkpoints changes, it will set the text to be that number. So you can either do that. I have actually never tried that, so I'm not totally sure how good that works. Or you can create a binding here, which creates a function. So it will call this function essentially every frame to see what the new value of the text should be. So then you sort of return here whatever you want the value of the text to be, and that will, it will update. So this can call it something else. The get checkpoint text. It's a little bit fucky though. For example, it needs to be called return value. You cannot change the name here. It won't work. So you can't change the name of the return value. It has to be called exactly this, or it won't work. So here I can just do formats.
Wait,
text.
can you change the name even though you shouldn't?
You can change the name here.
Why would they allow that?
I don't know. I don't think they know. I don't think they know that it doesn't work. And even then, it's like sometimes it just stops working anyways, which is why I hate this. It's like if you need to set something, just do it yourself is what I usually say. But I think it's good for you to know that this exists. If you feel like this is something you want to get into, then be my guest.
Right.
So at least
I'm erasing this from my brain. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So at least the format text here, which is kind of like F string. You do it's more honestly it works like C#. You just do I think it's like laps / total laps. I think this is how it works. And then if I enter, yeah, okay. So you just do like in angle brackets, no curly braces. I mean, so in curly braces. Can just zoom in more here. Inside of curly braces, you type a name, and then that name comes up here in the as pins. So then you can just type in whatever you want here. So we're gonna do past checkpoints. Boop. / checkpoint num. Boop. There we go. So now every frame, I think it's every frame. I honestly don't know. It will call this binding function to find out if it should change the text or not. Now that's pretty sick. I gotta say, it's pretty sick. So let's try it. If I run a game, hopefully it should be 0, 0. Yeah, okay, so it's 0, 0 by default. Because, of course, both of those two variables are 0 by default. As you can see here, default value is 0. But now, if I actually update, so I set the actual number, I'm just going to close everything. So I actually set the number of laps to go. I will also just refactor a little bit, so I will keep the, I will actually keep the lap or the number of checkpoints in the game mode, because that's going to be referenced in a bunch of places, so I'll just make an integer here, so it's num checkpoints. I set that in start play, so I'll just move over the code from goalposts. Let's move this over. I know you shouldn't copy paste text, but you know what? I'm your fucking dad. I can do what I want. If I want to eat cereal after 10, I will eat cereal. Count number of checkpoints. There we go. So now we're saving the number of checkpoints in the game mode instead, just so we can reference this from a few more places. So remove begin play. Don't need it anymore. And then I will get the game mode. How did you get the game mode again? Is it gameplay statics? Yes, remember? Check the player. Race car. Whoops. Race car. It was gameplay statics. Okay, cool. No.
I have a question.
Yep.
If you have some data that multiple players are going to access in a multiplayer game, like over online, where would you best put that to not like duplicate it? Would the game mode be the same for all the players, or how does that work?
Yeah, I believe it's the same for all players. I'm not super sure though. So I know very little about the Unreal base networking. I know very little about. Like we rewrote the whole networking system from scratch at Hazelight, so.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and the rules are very fucky with Unreal networking. That's kind of why we rewrote it, because the rules are so convoluted and weird. But I believe that the game mode is synced over. So, yeah. It would be a good place to have that. Uh-oh. Gameplay statics is not a thing. It's included. Kismet. Gameplay statics. There we go. We're all the people here today. That's very nice. Happy you guys are joining the lectures. Watching me recompile over and over. A race checkpoint is not a class or namespace.
We're happy that you're doing the lectures.
Oh. So I'll include the level, checkpoints. There we go. Yeah, you fucking like this fucking hot lesson material going on right now? Are you learning?
If it wasn't for you, I'd be on YouTube.
Yeah, they're probably
True.
better. They're probably better.
Which is way worse, so.
What, you don't like fucking some guy shouting at you on YouTube?
You
So
like
now-
royalty-free music in the background and like just text. Don't say anything. Just
You
type.
just type it in Notepad.
Actually,
Okay.
can we try that once?
No, please, no.
Oh,
I
should
know.
we try
I
as
am.
me
I am dead
typing?
fucking serious. If because that might actually help me.
I'll do one for you. Can we have like one of those like text to or speech to text? So you
No,
just,
no,
like,
no.
scroll?
And 009 sound system.
Yes, exactly. We need that thing. That thing in fucking Microsoft Notepad.
Yeah.
Can you download the free version of Bandicam, please?
No, no, no. It's unregistered.
Did I
Hypercam
use
too.
Unregistered Hypercam, bro.
Hypercam 2.
That's, yeah.
The fun thing is PewDiePie still uses Bandicam.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, but
Once
it's,
you buy
it's
it.
of course paid for, but still, it's he like showed it in a recent video, or recent, but
Well,
a while ago.
if you buy
He
it, then
paid
it's
for
like,
it
okay, I
when,
fucking own this now.
He paid for it when it was like the only software that you could record your PC with before OBS was popular and everything. So he bought it and he's never stopped using it. So he
Great.
just no OBS only Bandicam for like 10 years now.
So
Sick.
fucking perfect.
Mason was in fraps.
Why didn't he use unregistered hypercam? Or whatever it was called.
Unregistered
You
hypercam
guys
2.
remember that? Oh yeah, 2.
Good question, yeah.
That was like all over YouTube back in 2010 or something.
It's good times. Okay, so now we'll just do status widgets, set num total checkpoint num. And we'll set it to game mode num checkpoints. Like so. Hopefully that works. Fucking hell. Why am I so tired all the time? Is this what happens when you get old? You're just tired? Like kids are like annoying me a lot more lately. Like I have a school right outside my window. And it's when I like stick my head out and be like, fucking kids, shut the fuck up.
Next step, you're telling them to get off your lawn.
Yeah, when I get a lawn, dude. It's not gonna be no fucking kids on that lawn. Telling you that right now. Okay, so it says 6, and there are 6 checkpoints, so that works. So now, let's just finally update how many checkpoints we actually have passed. So, every time we pass a checkpoint, I'm just gonna update how many checkpoints we have been through. So, on race checkpoint, here we add it, and then it's a little bit ugly that the checkpoint is accessing the widgets of the car, but fucking whatever. Probably I would have made this like a function on the car to be like pass checkpoint and then pass in myself. Then it will handle all of this, but whatever, I'm lazy. So I'll just do status widgets, yeah, and then I'll call set passed checkpoints passed, and then I'll do car passed checkpoints num. There we go. Hopefully that works. Oh, okay, this was undefined, of course. So now we just include it. And player status with data header. Okay, and now, when I go through here, let's go full screen. F11 to go full screen, and... Yay! 1 of 6! 2 out of 6! 3 out of 6! 4 out of 6! 5 out of 6! 7 out of 6! Fuck yeah! Oh, 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 oh! You guys aren't as excited as I was hoping you would be.
We're crazy excited. We're just muted.
Excited in the comfort of our own home.
Oh, I wasn't muted.
What? No, I just didn't say anything. Cool. So we've done that. So now I'm thinking we'll do laps, and then we'll call it a day. So let's take 10 minutes because I need to pee so bad. So I'll go pee, and then we'll do laps, and then we'll I don't know, have fun, do something.
No fun.
Yeah, no fun allowed.
Can we do a timer when we're doing laps? So we can beat it.
Oh yeah, timer. Yeah, of course we need a timer. Fuck. All right, so we'll do laps on a timer in 30 minutes. I think we can do it. So, but first, let's take 10 minutes. Go to the toilet, grab some water, hug your mom, and see you soon. So bye bye.
Bye bye.